We need to come up with theme music. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Like, ba-da-da, ba-da-da! Like, so some, like, you know...
Ryan, get on theme music.
For any of you music producers out there that also play Airsoft, if you'd like to come up with a theme song or theme track for the Not So Round Table...
Ooh, that's a great idea.
We'd love to hear it.
I'll send you all the cool patches.
Seriously. Like, if you have the winning theme song for Not So Round Table, not only
How would they submit this, though? Submit it on, like, the Facebook page or to your Facebook page?
I think they should upload it to YouTube and then share it
You can't share it to YouTube. You'd have to upload it to YouTube, and then you'd have to share it on the NSRT Facebook page or hit you up on Facebook.
Share it to the NSRT page. That way we can keep them all consolidated to the channel.
That'd be so cool. Reference Sandstorm. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, so if you guys want to submit a musically produced song,
you have to give us...
You need to play it on the channel.
Yeah, it needs to be legit, guys. It can't be just like...
rights to us to play it.
Yeah, I don't want to lose, we have to keep the ad-free... Or not ad-free, we have to keep the...
ad revenue?
No, we don't... Insert needs to stay away from music that is licensed music.
Yeah, licensed
there you
music,
go.
yeah,
or unlicensed music. Thank you.
So that's good.
All right, that was
That'd be awesome. I look forward to hearing some theme music. I don't know where that came from.
You should make one up. You can make music.
Like, yeah, but I don't want to.
Why? What else do you got to do?
Look, dude, I got tons of pistol matches to go to.
You have one a week.
That's generally the time that I would be producing music.
What are you doing the other 6 days of the week?
What
are you doing the other 6 days of the week?
Like, I only spend Wednesdays working on music.
I mean, what do you have going on right now, Matt?
It's not Wednesdays, so not
music. I know. So okay. So what are you doing on... today's Friday. What are you doing on Friday?
Car stuff.
Car stuff. What are you doing tomorrow?
I've got a musical... Not a musical. I've got a murder mystery dinner.
Is that all? That's a dinner. Okay, it's a dinner, but he... Okay, so that's a dinner. Dinner's in the evening.
Yeah, and then
so what are you doing the whole day?
I've got to shop for a costume for that murder mystery dinner.
Okay, what are you doing Sunday, starting in the morning?
Playing Airsoft.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No way.
Yes, I am. I'm going... Yes, we are.
Where are you going?
Ryan and I are both playing Airsoft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's apparently a secret hidden game that I don't know about, so okay.
It's a super secret squirrel game. It's just Ryan and I in his room popping each other with pistols.
See, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything.
All those things are very important.
No, it is not important. You could easily do this, sir.
Submit your music submissions by linking us on our NSRT
we spent like
Facebook page in a message.
All right, so here's our challenge today. We're going to get through the remaining questions in the Helm of Reasoning.
So that we can refill them again and continue the show.
But we're going to... No, it's over. The show's over.
What?
I'm kidding. No, next week we're going to do a theme. We'll announce the theme at the end of the episode. So let's just get to it. I'm going first. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're going to do this fast. Kyle Hudson asks, how was JTR? Well... You didn't go.
I didn't.
Ryan didn't go. I went to JTR. It was fun.
This is a good question for you.
The game was all about survival, and I survived.
Adverse weather conditions.
It was great. I mean, people were bailing on a Saturday night, and I understand why. But like, my attitude with it was.
I mean, was it really that bad?
It was really it was. There was lightning, there was thunderstorms, but I mean, like we're on top of a hill, so you're not gonna get flooded out. And so you might as well stay and wait it out. Like, I've always been kind of like, with the rock climbing and stuff that you used to do, you kind of just get in that mindset of sometimes with weather, you just ride it out.
You're going to be miserable, so just get used to being miserable.
So, yeah, it was great, though, waking up and seeing the sun come out, and it was all nice. It was a beautiful day on the way back. Crossing the river and the Humvee was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right. So would you recommend that event?
Yeah.
Given the same weather conditions, if they have that event again, same weather conditions are
predicted,
you recommend to go?
If it was, I would seriously get in the car and do that again. Why not? It was fun. I mean, it was really, really hard, but, it was fun. It was fun. We survived. You?
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were saying, what'd you think? Like, yes. All right. Emmy Escalera, yeah. Can y'all image Airsoft in the future?
That's our theme for next week.
That's good. Okay. Emmy Emmy, you've secretly discovered our theme for next week. We'll pose this question again at the end of the show, but I'll wait on that.
That's great. I didn't even know that was in there. That's
good.
awesome.
That's good.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Day's looking good.
Okay. Sam Darling asks, joke question, :
Ooh, I like joke.
You have $65 for a loadout, which you can only buy off Amazon. Good luck.
But you can buy a lot of stuff off Amazon.
Not only that, like, you can buy stuff from us on Amazon.
Yeah. So, okay, $65. Let's change the challenge. We've already done Home Depot.
Yeah.
$65,
Yep.
and you have to buy everything at Walmart. No.
Amazon.
No. Okay, well, Amazon. Sorry.
Yeah, Amazon.
Okay.
Online purchases.
That's unfair, though. I just buy tactical gear. It's easy. It's cheap.
But it's a whole loadout.
A whole loadout?
Does that mean pistol too?
No, you can't. Guns don't count. You can't, because that doesn't
That's
count.
like the entire budget right there.
I don't know. I'd probably still do it like a. I don't have any ideas.
All right, I'm doing a spring revolver, a cross-draw vest. Spring revolver, cross-draw vest, bottle of BBs,
.12s.
and an airsoft mask that has mesh for the eye holes.
I'll do some like Paramax or some really cheap iPro with a one of those painter's masks.
The fabric ones?
The fabric ones. That won't help for anything.
At all.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Yeah.
And then it'll.
The only protection is the little
and then I'm
nose
gonna buy one of those backpacks that is the shape of an animal. And then
Those are actually pretty expensive.
it doesn't matter. I'm staying under budget. I don't know how. They're like what, $35?
Yeah.
25. Okay, it's still in the budget. Still in the budget.
okay.
And then just
Expensive for a children's bag.
yes, and then it'll just be a belt, and that's it. And I'll just like stuff things in the pockets.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, paracargo.
You
pants.
won't have any BBs, so I'll share my BBs.
Yeah,
with
thank you. Share your .12 something.
Yeah.
All right. I don't even have a gun, so I'm just gonna have to. Throw
So we'll put a BB in the front of the little Springer shotgun.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Parker Slanton asks, no. This is for Knobridge.
for Knobridge.
But it says, what should I do to start out sniping? I have a rifle. I also have a bunch of extra mags, but I want to run a ghillie suit, so I don't know how I'll get my extra mags. Thank you. I mean, honestly, I think most of his videos when we were talking to him, like he actually never runs ghillie suit.
Right.
He just kind of, and that's probably the right way to go because you're lighter, faster. You're not getting hot in the thing. You have better access to your gear. So
I would argue that's also because most of Narvich's videos are in urban environments, so he doesn't necessarily need a ghillie suit.
That's true.
If you're set on going with a ghillie suit, you don't actually have to rush out and buy a full-fledged ghillie suit, even though we do sell one, and it's a really nice ghillie suit for the money.
Price,
You can actually make your own using an old used set of BDUs, maybe some that have like tears or rips in them, or some that you don't really wear anymore. Taking those and then following a variety of the YouTube guides that exist for making your own ghillie suit. You want to use like a nylon mesh from like a volleyball net. Because it has like a 2-inch by 2-inch spacing. And then you can just get burlap straps or even a string, and you just tie them through that and then attach that netting to the BDUs. You can have a parent stitch it, or if you are savvy with a needle and thread like George here, and then stitch that to the... if you've got a sewing machine like George, and you're very talented with making
I'm
things.
sure people have their moms with sewing machines.
I would ask my mom to sew things, because I can't sew.
My wife asks me to sew things.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of strange. Isn't it?
Anyway, you can make your own ghillie suit for a quarter of the money, that you could buy one, and it's pretty effective.
Go.
And the great thing about being a sniper is you don't necessarily need to like reload like super quick.
That's
so
true.
even if you had one magazine, bringing a speed loader with you would enable you to reload,
I didn't think about that.
with relative ease. Savior Gaming asks, Matt, are the stripped Pistons ever getting back together? Well,
You lost your. What was he?
after a brief, we lost our bassist.
No,
No.
Shades was the bassist.
What was we lost one of our guitarists. So currently, Stripped Pistons is on hiatus. But
You guys had a fight. I mean,
we had a small squabble. The voiceless one had creative differences, but we may be coming back in the future. We're working on some material.
I heard you were trying to go solo though.
I might release a solo track. I don't know. We'll see. No word yet. we've got lyrics written for things that we just
Airsofter X990 asks, this question is for Jet. I had a lot of fun playing at Nation's End at Ballahack Airsoft. I was wondering, were you planning on doing a Nation End 2 for this year? We don't really know at this time. We do plan on continuing the Nation's End theme.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
At other fields. I know one we're looking at is Game Pod, and another one is some a field in Texas as well, and then maybe even Florida. So we're kind of looking at a bunch of different fields, and we're kind of seeing what we're going to do with this game, but it is going to expand. There will be multiple parts of this game, new things implemented into it.
The great thing about the game, like Nation's End, if you had a good time, is it's a continuing story arc. So if it's in a different part of the country or a field that's closer to you and you weren't able to make it to the last one, you can pick up in part of that the story that was started with Nation's End, and you'll feel like you're part of a larger game structure and not feel like you've missed out on anything. So we're trying to bring that model and that storyline to other fields around the country. Boop.
Do you have to lick your finger first? I mean, you're now...
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, but you... Never mind.
Max Otto asks, Skydiving Airsoft.
Didn't some...
There was no question there. It was just...
Skydiving Airsoft, sure. Skydiving Airsoft.
Yeah.
Skydiving Airsoft.
Do you think... how would that...
I mean, you'd have to be skydive certified. I mean... You just...
No, I mean, you don't have to. You could just convince an instructor to ride down with you, and he's just controlling everything, and you're just free to engage somebody with this guy strapped to your back. Yeah. And that's the other thing. Ryan makes a good point. Like, as soon as you shoot it, your BB's going far slower than you are.
Did you see the video of the guys, like, they're skydiving, and then the plane hits another plane?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Wait, this is a thing?
No, it's a real thing. These guys are skydiving, and then another plane with skydivers collides with the initial plane.
And they all, like, bail out, but it's crazy because there's, like, 4 GoPro angles, and then you can see the plane on fire as they're, like, jumping out and, like bailing out. It's just like, what?
Yep.
Is this on YouTube?
It is.
Okay, I am looking this up after this episode. That's pretty scary.
It's very intense.
It's terrifying.
Anyway, back to reality.
Skydiving Airsoft.
I think you can maybe implement skydiving into Airsoft, but you'd have to do it in the appropriate means. I think it would be too expensive. I don't know if it. I think skydiving in itself is its own entity, and Airsoft's in its other.
Dude, I still want to run around with a Yates harness and rappel down the side of a building, but that hasn't been allowed in Airsoft, to my knowledge, here in the U.S. yet either. So,
It's a very GMR of you.
Look, dude.
Ryan.
Whatever, man. Like, I just want to go down the side of a building and then in a window. Okay.
Yeah, from
Don't
people
judge
from
me,
people who know how to
Ryan.
rappel and who have harnesses.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and climb. You got to go back to rock. I got to get back into rock climbing
Mm-hmm.
one of these days. We can't all be robo.
There's this new thing called bouldering.
Yeah, you never.
Just kidding.
It's not a new
No, it's
thing.
not
Bowling's
at
been
all.
around since I was in high school when I used to be in a rock climbing club. It was anyway, Sergeant Mango. Sergeant Mango asks, insert, what is your favorite question on the series?
Favorite question?
Definitely
ever?
not this one. Just kidding. No, what would be a very memorable question for you?
Tacos burritos was a good one.
That was one of the first.
Yeah.
Or was that bacon
That was
cookies?
really early. Oh, bacon cookies.
Bacon cookies?
Bacon cookies. That was
remember
good.
that one.
I remember that one.
What was that one where we were like? I don't know. I think that actually the bacon cookies one is probably one of my most memorable, because I'm remembering it, obviously.
Well, bacon cookies was memorable for me because after we answered the question,
Somebody
someone
sent us bacon cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, how
They
cool
were
was that?
delicious.
They were actually really good.
Yep. Speaking of cookies, did you know there's a company that makes no-bake cookie dough that comes in a jar that you can purchase? You can buy cookie dough and then eat cookie dough like you were making cookies. It just doesn't have egg in it. And then you can just consume no-bake cookie dough.
Don't tell my wife this.
They sell it you can buy it in a pound.
Oh my god.
It's like $8 at Bristol Farms. I attempted to finish the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh, I could just.
I got a third of the way through and had to stop. The amount of sugar was just diabetes. Anyway.
Diabetes is a thing.
Okay, Phoenix Live, or Phoenix Live. Who do you think would win a full-scale sniper duel with all the same equipment? Matt, Jet, or Navrich?
Average.
Yeah, I think
Like, that's obvious.
he's just got the experience, both with the weapons platform, as well as the techniques that go along with being a sniper. And I would argue that versus either of the other two, I would lose because I'm not a patient person. And
No,
sniping
dude.
requires a huge amount of patience that I do not possess.
Matt's strategy would just be actually to just run really fast at them at angles so they would miss.
If it was a
and
sniper
then he would
duel,
get close and shoot him.
If it was a sniper duel, I would literally strap the sniper rifle to my vest and then run in a zigzag formation with a pistol in my hand, and then forget that it wasn't loaded.
That's pretty good. Oh, we're getting down there. We have, I think, maybe 3 left.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Owen
Four,
Hallison
four,
asks, "Hey, Novrich, okay, how different is it playing Airsoft compared to Austria?" Well, we have no frame of reference, but when we talked to him about it,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the seriousness of it? I don't know. I don't really remember.
What did he say?
I don't know.
No, he said something about it. I asked him.
I think we had this question.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we just
Well,
had this
he was like, the milsim thing specifically is quite a bit different than the fields he goes to because the events are fewer and far between.
I think that's all he played while he was out here. So
Right, but
pretty much like.
Well,
he was exposed to milsim here, but they don't really do the milsim thing there. Everybody dresses up, but they already
He's got
have
the
like,
milsim?
They don't do like the squad platoon like leadership. You know
No, you don't listen.
that
anyway.
kind of objective. The milsim,
The milsim?
yeah, or as Miguel would say, milsim.
Milsim?
I like to play milsim.
Milsim.
Some milsim.
Milsim.
Gianni Escalante. Hey, insert. Love the show. My question is, what do you want to accomplish as an operator in Airsoft this year? What do you want to accomplish as an operator?
Not hurt myself.
Yeah.
We're already doing better than Miguel.
Yeah. What do I want to do in Airsoft? Not light my thumb on fire. That's what I want to do. That's it.
Miguel's got a knack for like hurting his hands. He burned himself on his thumb. He cut his
To the bone.
to the bone on his knuckle.
Not break another stock. I'd like to not snap another buffer tube. That would be my goal as an operator this year.
Those are pretty good goals. Not getting. I would actually. Let me see. I would like to go through the rest of the year, travel it when we travel, to not get stopped by TSA for something.
Yeah.
The whole year.
Yeah. Well, so from now on, no glow-in-the-dark BBs in our bags.
No BBs, period.
Also, Miguel. Like, well, what's the problem? I always travel with these. And no training plates in our bags.
Well, that's long gone.
And no electrical taping batteries together. So that
Mine was dumb.
No, that was me.
Mine was the last one. It was just because my electronics were in there. Like,
Oh no!
whatever.
Yeah, I was stopped once because I had a whole bunch of AA batteries. And
Yeah, I
to
remember,
keep
I
them
remember.
from being loose in the bag, I had electrical taped them together. It's not a smart idea. If you guys travel in the U.S., don't ever do that ever. Guaranteed frisking. Not comfortable.
Yeah, seriously. What I'm gonna do now when I not check my bag, but when I just when it goes through the carry-on process, I'm just gonna open up the bag and take everything out. Just
Whatever
have it
you
laid
do,
out in bins and be
no
like,
matter how
"You're gonna
you travel, don't look like Roger ever. It doesn't matter what you have in your bag.
And don't be next to him or talking to him either.
Do not look like Roger. Don't do it, and then don't say things that Roger says. Just don't talk. If you look like Roger, keep your mouth shut. And don't smile either, because then they think you're suspicious. Just be plain. Just be normal. You. Just don't say anything.
What are some things he said?
Don't say anything about profiling. Just
Or making fun
mind
of,
your business.
Yeah,
just be on your phone or something.
Call sign Flame 2 as they answer Jet and Nov. Could there be a 48-hour Milsim West event during winter?
I think they're
Well, technically it was during winter. It was just California winter.
right. Well, I
It was
mean,
in February.
don't they have
February's
something
in-
that's in snow?
No, it wasn't intentionally in snow. It just so happened to snow. I mean, when you get into snow and when you get into that kind of situation, like you want to talk about weather survival, I mean, that's really can turn bad really fast.
But that's a lot more risk, especially because then you need to make sure that people are actually prepared for those kind of conditions. And there's no real certification when it comes to the signups. Like, how do we know that when you're signing up for an event that you
Yeah, but they
understand the
They
risks?
do the gear checks, but since Miguel came into the room and is making side commentary, like we were talking about JTR, and like some people just weren't prepared for wet weather, even though the weather report was like it's going to rain. Being like I don't have a poncho and I'm soaking wet and I don't have a change of clothes. Well,
It would have been me, actually.
It's okay.
I would have been out there with my clear Walmart poncho, angry as hell.
Mike? Well, no, Mike got his ponchos taken from another dude who he lent one to.
Okay, hey, actually, since we were just filming videos about the AUG earlier, this fits well. Daniel Martins asks, hey, Answer, what are your opinion on Bullpup rifles and the Bullpup design? Love your guys' work, keep it up.
Well, we discussed earlier
We
that
did.
an AUG, for example, or an AUG, 509 millimeter barrel, and it's about that big.
It's no longer than an M4.
Yeah, so what's kind of nice is you get that range that, and also the fact that it's a version 3 gearbox makes it very easy to work on. You can do a lot of cool tuning to it to make it shoot really well. I've seen some guys with some really cool AUGs.
Not to mention, when you have the gearbox located as close to your body as it is, it keeps a lot of the weight centered on your body so it doesn't fatigue you. And because of the large stock, like in an AUG, you've got a sizable battery compartment, so you don't really need to worry about fitting things in a crane stock or anything like that.
Yeah. The only thing is just like the balance of the gun. I never like Bullpups because it is very. You mentioned the weight's all back here, so I kind of like the M4 because you can hold it at the mag well one-handed if you're running or if you're just moving around, and it stays really well balanced. You can actually hold it really well versus AUG would just fall out of your hand.
Very, very true. And as a nod to the other Bullpup designs, like the L85.
If you want to do
If you like the L85, go with it. It is super cool. Just be aware if you get a big gas blowback one, it gets kind of loud right here.
Yeah. Deaf because of that? Last question.
Last question, and then we're back to Emmy.
Okay, then we're back to Emmy.
For
Hung Fu asks,
theme.
what items or techniques do you guys use to reduce? Oh, okay, perspiration. I know. I was like, is he going with? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all right, how do you make things not smelly after playing? Well, wash it when you get home.
I don't do that.
You could spray like alcohol on some stuff.
Wait, you talking about clothing or gear?
Yeah, it's clothing and gear.
Okay. Let's.
Oh no, hold on. This is what items or techniques do you guys do? So personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Use deodorant and
or
shower.
an antiperspirant because they are different.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Different chemicals.
But an antiperspirant will only help you during, not after.
Yeah, but then
Yeah. But I mean, just shower afterwards.
We're not telling you to rub your entire body with an antiperspirant. That's not what
bring a towel. A towel's nice after a game.
Mm-hmm.
Water. In terms of your gear, like wash it when you get home.
Especially, so for BDUs, obviously, wash them, clean them as soon as you get back home or whatever. But when it comes to gear, if it's not necessarily machine washable.
I mean, Cordura is pretty, luckily the thing is, most gear is made out of Cordura, and Cordura actually doesn't really keep a lot of that smell in there.
Right.
If you just let it dry out.
Air out. Get it outside.
Fine.
Don't leave it packed in a bag. And then the big thing with gloves. That's always the thing that ends up smelling the worst.
Yeah, gloves
no one ever
need to go
them.
in the wash right away, and they need to be air dried.
Mm-hmm.
And
wash your gloves
do not
inside
leave
out.
Gloves unattended for a long time.
Yeah, because then you just have to buy new gloves.
Yeah.
And you're just throwing away money.
Yep.
For anybody that wants to buy,
or you're like Miguel and you light yours on fire.
Or you could do that if they get too smelly. Just light your thumb on fire.
Because it's easy. You're here.
All right, guys, let's finish up this episode with our theme for next week, stumbled upon by Amy Escalera. Can y'all image or imagine airsoft in the future? So the question we pose to you guys, and a question that we will discuss in the first half of Insert next week, is: can you imagine the future of airsoft? Where do you think it's going? Do you think
ask us questions about it. Ask us opinions on something you think will be the future of airsoft.
Yeah. And what do you guys think in terms of what products you think might come into the future innovations, or whether the sport's going to become more military simulation centric or more CQB centric? Or do you think... Huh?
Or speed soft.
Yeah.
What do you think Matt's going to do in the future?
What was that? All of a sudden there's this in the background. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in once again to the Not So Round Table. We got a lot of questions done this week.
Yep, no more questions.
So we're refilling the Helm of Reasoning next week with all of the questions you guys have been providing in the comment sections below our subsequent or previous videos and upcoming videos. Keep those questions coming so we can keep the Not So Round Table going. Next week we might have a special guest. No.
Maybe.
A couple weeks we might have a special guest.
I don't know.
That's not Miguel.
No, Miguel's not allowed to go on the show until he gets his Pro B purple crown.
Pink.
Pink.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.